Aletha is with us in Memphis. Hi, Aletha. How are you?
I'm fine, Dave. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, Dave, I don't know how to get my husband on board. We've been to Financial Peace University. Couldn't get him to cut up his credit cards then. Finally got to where, okay, he got in the point where I paid off his credit card, he cut it up. He turns around to get another credit card. And that's not his problem. His problem is cars. He's addicted to buying new cars. We bought a van in November 14 that we didn't need. So
that might be more expensive than cocaine.
Right, it is more expensive than cocaine because he turned around in December 14, got a Cadillac. Okay, then June 15th of next year, he wanted to trade the van on a truck. So with the van still being new, we were upside down. $20,000 got added to the truck.
Man, you ought to change his name to Chevrolet. He should own a company by now.
Dave, you don't know the half of it. We had a Cadillac that was paid off.
Let's stop.
Okay.
If I was being at this level of stupid in any area of my life, my marriage would not be going good because my wife would not be okay with this level of stupid in any area of my life.
We're going to financial counseling, and that's still not helping because
you mean marriage counseling?
Today he showed me a new Dodge that's coming out.
Yeah.
And
he showed you a new what?
There's a new Dodge truck.
Oh, Dodge. Oh, okay.
Right, a Dodge truck, and he's looking at all the bells and whistles of it, and that's how he starts.
Yeah.
Every time he starts by researching these vehicles, the next thing you know, he's got to have it. Mm-hmm. And it's always just the last one.
Well, here's what I would tell you to sit down in marriage counseling, okay? My experience is this. It starts out as a mild level of aggravation, which kind of sounds like where you are right now. You're like disgusted. You're rolling your eyes. You're like, this is ridiculous. It starts out at that level. But at some point, it turns into real deep worry for you, where you like wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning in a cold sweat. And then it goes from worry to a level of anger that you cannot recover your marriage from. The switch flips, and it's like you've had it, you gave up, he's too stupid to be married to, and the marriage is over. It progresses along those lines. And so everyone does, by the way. And it would be true if you were married to someone who was misbehaving in another area. If someone was doing, like if you ever had a friend that was married to an alcoholic, right? I mean, she'll put up with it. It becomes mild disgust. Then it becomes worry. Then it becomes just this level of anger that he's never going to change, and I give up on his not willing to change, and I leave. The switch flips, and once that switch flips with a lot of ladies, you can't get it to go back down. It's up. It's done. She's done.
Dave, we're both retired, and he wants to live the way he wants to live. He's happy and content.
I can't fix him. I'm warning you of what's going to happen to you.
Yeah,
you're going to reach a point. You're going to reach a point that you're going to walk out, and there ain't going to be anybody can talk you into going back. So you need to say that out loud to the counselor in front of your husband and say, I'm reeling not to the end of my rope, but I can see the end of the rope.
Right.
And I want to stop this before we get there because Bubba doesn't think there's any consequences to his stupidity. That's his problem.
Right.
And you're going to reach a point. You don't even think talking to me right now you're going to reach this point. But I can promise you, having done this for 30 years and watched people, the number one cause of divorce, even after retirement, is money fights and money problems. And so I want you guys to catch this and save your marriage. I want him to hear you and respect you. He's been unwilling to do that. I want to do what I want to do is the name of a child. I deserve this. I work so hard. That's the name of a child. Adults devise a plan and follow it. Children do what feels good. And when I'm unwilling to make different decisions for the good of my family, I'm a little boy. I'm not a man. And if you're a lady listening, you're a little girl, a little princess. And you're unwilling to do the things for the good of your family, you're not a woman. Chronologically, you may be a woman. Physically, you may be a woman. But emotionally, you're a little child. I hope I just insulted some of you, because that's when I've changed my life, when somebody insulted me sometimes. So there you go. Because really, children do what feels good. Adults devise a plan and follow it. When you understand you control your destiny and that when you plant something into your life, it's going to grow in abundance, including stupidity, You plant stupidity in your life, you're going to get a full crop of it. And that's what he's doing. I don't know what this car thing is, other than I'm a boy and I like cars too. I kind of get his car thing. But just because it's a socially acceptable level of stupidity versus cocaine or alcohol doesn't mean it's not stupidity, and doesn't mean it's not destroying his family, and doesn't mean it's not ripping his relationship apart. And the fact that he isn't owning that part of it is the big issue. The cars and the credit cards and I'm going to do what I want, my woman isn't going to tell me anything, that's a little boy talking. And all of us have got the ability to be that guy. I've been that guy at times in my marriage. I've been married 35 years. Sharon says we had 28 good years of marriage. So we've all had that, right? But you just at some point, you got to decide, hey, the way you win at relationships is you put other people first. Not all the time. You have your own dignity. You have your own level of boundaries, and it's not an unhealthy thing. But I'm going to actually care if my wife is sick. I'm going to take care of her. She's going to care if I'm sick. She's going to take care of me. I'm going to care that we're going to retire broke, and I've got to put aside some of my little boy desires so that we can retire with dignity and change our family tree. See, I want to be Papa Dave that takes everybody on a cruise. I don't want to be Papa Dave that you have to give him money because he didn't take care of himself. Either way, you're Papa Dave, but what's your legacy going to be? What are you leaving behind? No, not the money. What are you leaving behind in terms of your personal reputation with the way you've behaved as a child or an adult? A good reputation is better than silver or gold, the Bible says. What's your reputation for your family? What's your legacy? What's going to be on your tombstone? Yeah, that's better than a car. This is the Dave Ramsey Show.